Do you ever feel like your life is full of nothing but problems? Do you often feel like giving up because things just seem too hard or impossible? Well, if so, then this story is for you. In today's video, we will share an inspirational story about an old woman and a young girl that will teach you how to be happy in every situation. This story is a powerful reminder to never lose faith, even when things look their darkest. So get ready to be inspired and motivated by the amazing story of the old woman and her daughter. Once upon a time, there was a poor farmer who lived in a small village with his little daughter. They were so poor that they didn't have enough food to eat. The father was very worried about his daughter because she was getting weaker and weaker every day. He had to do something to save her. So he went to the village elder and asked for advice. The elder told him, "You need to take your daughter to the top of the mountain and throw her into the arms of the Lord. If you do this, he will save her." The father didn't want to give up on his daughter, so he carried her to the top of the mountain. Just as the elder had told him, he closed his eyes and threw her into the air, calling out to God to save her. But instead of catching her, God simply let her fall. The father opened his eyes in disbelief and saw his daughter lying on the ground below. He ran to her side and cradled her in his arms. As the father held his daughter close, he felt a sense of peace come over him. He knew that even though she was gone, she was now in a better place. He carried her back down the mountain and laid her to rest in their backyard. The next morning, the farmer woke up early and went to check on his crops. To his surprise, he found that all of his crops had miraculously grown overnight. Not only that, but they were the most beautiful and bountiful crops he had ever seen. The farmer couldn't believe his eyes. He ran back to the house to tell his wife about the miracle that had happened. Together they gathered all the villagers and showed them the incredible crops. Everyone was amazed and gave thanks to God for his blessing. From that day forward, the villagers never doubted the power of God. They knew that if they had faith in him, he would take care of them. The story of the farmer and his daughter became a legend in the village, and people would often tell it to remind themselves of the importance of having faith. So what lesson can we learn from the story of the old woman and the young girl? The most important lesson we can learn from this story is to never lose faith, no matter how difficult the situation may seem. The farmer's daughter was very sick, and the village elder told him that the only way to save her was to throw her into the arms of the Lord. Even though it was a difficult thing to do, the farmer didn't hesitate. He knew that he had to do whatever it took to save his daughter. And in the end, his faith was rewarded. His crops grew abundantly, and he was able to provide for his family. Another important lesson we can learn from this story is that sometimes we have to let go of our loved ones in order to save them. The farmer didn't want to give up on his daughter, but he knew that she was in a better place. He was able to find peace in knowing that she was no longer suffering. Finally, this story teaches us the importance of being grateful for what we have. The farmer and his wife were blessed with abundant crops, and they should be grateful for what they had. They were able to share their blessings with the villagers, and everyone lived happily ever after. In conclusion, the story of the old woman and her daughter is a powerful reminder to never lose faith, no matter how difficult the situation may seem. It also teaches us the importance of being grateful for what we have. So whenever you feel like giving up, remember the story of the old woman and her daughter, and keep believing in yourself because good things take time. We hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.